Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Saturn Slam review. This week, we celebrate America and freedom by bringing you a recap of the July 4th episode of NXT.
Yep. I am a real American. Fight for the rights of every man.
Do 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 do. Yeah. So when it comes crashing down and hurts inside, Mervyn Allah, Percy Watson, and Nigel McGuinness welcome us to Full Sail University.
Oh, I don't know. I had one very natty ice. No, it was Jenny, not at the natty level yet. So this was kind of an enjoyable card while drunk off of one drink because lightweight.
Right. Yeah, it wasn't that bad. Dakota Kai wrestled Santana Garrett. Garrett, I think, has been MIA since the Mae Young Classic. She got a, quite frankly, pretty elaborate entrance here. So they came out, went back and forth a little bit. Garrett then landed a shoulder tackle to drop Kai. Kai used her speed to hit a drop kick. Garrett stretches out Kai in the middle of the ring, slams her to the mount, covers her for a 2 count. We then had a Muda lock by Garrett. Also, you may know as Austin Aries' last chancery. He was in WWE not that long ago using that move. It was more of a last chancery than a Muda lock, to be perfectly honest with everyone involved.
On the spectrum.
Yeah. So Kai crawls to the ropes. Garrett held her bridge for a long time, moving with her. So that was kind of impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kai hit a back elbow. They both missed some kicks. Kai landed an enziguri. She did, like, the most roundabout mafia kick I've ever seen. And then did another one from the second rope, I guess you would call it. Then she hit fucking a pretty cool move. It was like a Code Red backstabber.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm 100% okay with this being her finish. That looked fucking sick.
Yup.
And she won. So she's the winner here. The only comment I'll make about Dakota Kai is that she needs to drop this on the captain of Team Kick nonsense. If she had a stable called Team Kick, it would be one thing. But she doesn't.
It's a one-man kick pack.
It's like fucking Balor Club. What even is that?
It's just me. Yeah, Santana Garrett looked pretty good. Pretty good out there.
Yeah, she had a good showing. She'll probably get featured a little more moving forward. Maybe she'll be in the second Mae Young Classic. We'll get to that announcement later. EC3 and Johnny Gargano are shown making their way to the building. At the gym, Otis Dozovich and Tucker Knight are lifting weights and grilling steaks. But then Tucker is jumped by mysterious people who are totally not the Mighty.
In a mystery that only the Fashion Police Breezango could solve.
Yeah, they need to get them back. Honestly, if you brought the Fashion Police back down to NXT, they could have some really fun matches.
Oh my gosh.
People forget that Tyler Breeze is actually a very good wrestler. He just has been saddled in a shitty spot on the card for so long.
We'll secretly give them this shit.
Yeah. NXT Women's Champion Shayna Baszler came out, took a promo, ran down all the challengers in the division, had a pretty good line about when the dog is rabid, you put them to sleep. I thought that was somewhat clever. She says they're doing another Mae Young Classic to find a challenger for her. So we'll see that later this summer, I guess.
Yeah, it's promo.
There's gonna have to be some repeat performers because I don't know that there's enough women out there to get like 32 new ones. None that are
Yeah.
ready, at least. Not that all the girls they picked last time were remotely ready for that spot.
They just like walked around every woman in the performance center. Like,
Pretty much, and they brought a lot of people in from outside, and a lot of people who I was told were good, but there was a lot of bad wrestling in that Mae Young Classic. A lot of these girls were not ready for prime time.
it's like that one, if you've ever been to like a dance recital, there's always the one dance that they're like, let's just put everybody in. Everyone can learn this really easy dance.
Yeah. So Kathy Kelly's interviewing Danny Burch about Orny Loken's injury, and then the Undisputed Era came up and our perfect high school bullies and bullied the fuck out of Danny Burch. Danny Burch then challenges Adam Cole one-on-one for a match. Not for the title, I don't think, which why wouldn't you challenge him for the title? But we're going to get that match next week, I think.
Yep. That'll be sweet.
Or depending, yeah, it'll be Sunday when you see this, so this week. They recapped Tommaso Ciampa's promo last week and say that in 3 weeks we're going to get Aleister Black versus Tommaso Ciampa. Methinks one Jonathan Gargano will run in that match.
I wonder. Don't wonder.
What's in a Wonder Ball? Choking hazards. Why would you put this in a candy?
The Gargano escape was in a Wonder Ball.
The Mighty faced Otis Dozovic in a 2-on-1 handicap match. This was a total star-making performance for Otis. He beat these guys from pillar to the post, looked good doing it. Eventually, the Mighty used the numbers to their advantage and got a cheap win on Otis. Otis was not hurt here. I don't think the Mighty were very helped. I don't know. Even as heels, I think Shane Thorne might have something, but Nick Miller does absolutely nothing for me.
Nick Miller is a disappointment to Nick Millers everywhere.
Truly. Honestly and truly. Any Nick Miller around the world, I sincerely apologize on behalf of Nick Miller of the Mighty.
Yeah, they're not grabbing me. There's nothing that makes me go, oh, I want to see them fuck up more stuff.
They had one match against the Authors of Pain in the finals of the second Dusty Classic that I was like, okay, these guys are kind of good. But not since then have they shown me really anything, and they were brought in with a lot of fanfare. Everyone on Reddit and everything was like, oh, TMDK, they're such an amazing team. They're going to really be a big get for the NXT tag division. And it just hasn't happened that way.
So what you're saying is they're perfect for the main roster mid-card.
Yes, to do nothing with them and have barely watchable matches.
You know, if they just took out the wrestlers I liked from the mid-card, put them higher up and put these guys in, I would be fine with it. Yeah. Alternatively, you could just make the mid-card matches good.
Also an option.
Your choice, WWE.
Balls in your court. Earlier this week, Bianca Belair sent in a promo from her honeymoon, I guess. I think she and Montez Ford are wed.
Cool.
The skinny guy from the Street Profits.
Yeah. All I could think was, why are you cutting a promo on your honeymoon?
She's got to get that check. She basically cut the same promo Baszler cut. That's it. That's all I got on that.
She's just sitting there in her wicker chair.
Vanessa Bourne called out Kairi Sane. They'll have a match next week. Sane also said she's coming for the title. Next week Adam Cole versus Danny Burch in a non-title match. Velveteen Dream versus Chris Dijak. This match was fun. It's a lot of fun. Dijak is really good. Once he moves up on the card, he's going to be having some incredible takeover matches.
Velveteen Dream also seems to be mercurial in how big he is during this match. I felt like at some points he was very tiny, and at other points I'm like, oh wow, he is like 6 feet something.
I would guess he's about 6'2". I know they said Dijak was 6'7". I don't think that's true. I think he's 6'5". And it looked like there was about 3 inches between them. He tried to do his feast your eyes taunt, but the Dream touched him. They had a really great match. Dijak threw him around, just hit this nasty suplex. Dream eventually knocked his head into the post and then hit his octopus DDT to get the pinfall.
Love that thing. Yeah. Love that finish.
I'm glad he's getting it over as a finish. Because the more moves he gets over, I don't know why more people don't do that. Like, if they use their, signature spots and actually win matches with them on television, they get it over as a finish, so the near fall on the pay-per-view or the takeover is that much more convincing. I don't know why more people don't do this.
Because that would be smart. These are all common sense things.
It's not hard. They make it hard.
No, it's just put a fucking Ellsworth sneak finish in there. That's how you end a match.
Before Dream can leave the ring, EC3 makes his entrance. He stares him down a little bit, but no one came to blows on this day. They show a promo from Mustache Mountain saying that they're going to defend their titles next week. What I'm assuming will be the main event. Ought to be.
Probably.
Next week, Aleister Black will make an appearance. Then we had Gargano versus EC3. This was a good match. EC3 is not the best wrestler in the world, but he gets a lot out of what he has.
Mm-hmm. He's an efficient man.
Yeah. Gargano goes right after him, tries to avoid him at first. EC3 then drops Gargano, but Gargano bounces right back up and sends him to the match. Matt mounts him, hits a few punches, a few chops. EC3 hits Gargano with some sort of spine buster, I believe. Hits a couple more chops. Loud dueling chants of EC3 and Johnny Wrestling. Running neck breaker from EC3 for a 2 count. And then he slows things down. Gargano fires back, hits a couple forearms. Then EC3 cuts him off with a back elbow. Hits a power slam and a diving elbow, but Gargano kicks out and fires back with some punches. Gargano ends up on the apron, hits his slingshot spear, and then a suicide dive. EC3 throws him back in the ring. Hits a huge lariat that just fucking turned Gargano inside out. Where I lost my place. 2 count. They trade punches. Gargano heads to the top turnbuckle, goes for a dive. EC3 catches him, but he's able to counter into the Gargano escape. EC3 gets to the ropes. Johnny holds the hold deep into the count. EC3 then hits a sit-out powerbomb for a 2 count. Super kicks from Gargano. He drops a knee pad and charges. EC3 gets him in a fireman's carry. Versus to the Gargano escape again. Again, he gets to the ropes. Gargano then snaps and goes just ham on him. Puts the hold on again. Referee gets the 4 this time. Another big kick. Gargano hits the DDT from the second rope. Just how the same finish to the takeover match. and pins him 1, 2, 3. I don't approve. I mean, unhinged Gargano will be fine if he goes back to Johnny Wrestling after he gets his comeuppance, but I think it would be a huge mistake to turn Gargano heel at this point in time.
Yeah, that's fair. This needs to be a phase.
Yeah. Like, it can be a reason, a justification for him running in on the title match, because that's a heel move. So if they tell the story that he needs to get his redemption against Ciampa, or else he'll go fucking crazy. And they have, I don't know, maybe a Hell in a Cell match in Brooklyn.
Oh, who would ever want that?
And then we can all move on over title, because they're not doing Ciampa and Black at Takeover, so that, I guess, clears the spot for Ricochet. I would imagine he makes the most sense as a title contender. I can't think of who else is really in that position right now. On the heel side, anyway. Well, Ricochet's not on the heel side, but
Evil Ricochet
doesn't really matter. Ricochet as a heel would be very interesting, because typically, I mean, Neville pulled it off. He's just as much a high flyer as Ricochet was.
Yeah.
And, he pulled off the heel run pretty well. But yeah, that's this edition of NXT from July 4th. Pretty decent show. Main event was fun. Dijak versus Velveteen Dream was fun. Otis versus the Mighty was fun. Yeah, this was a pretty good card, I'd say, overall.
Yep.
Nothing really stuck out as being bad. Storylines were advanced. And that's pretty much all you can ask for.
Could drink a beer to it.
Yeah, we'll come at you next week with a review of some sorted matches, as well as the NXT review. We have a lot of matches. We watched the 6-man from the UK tournament. We're going to watch those Dominion matches at some point, I promise. And we're going to... I've heard great things about this Mustafa Ali Buddy Murphy match from 205 Live this week, so we'll have to check that out as well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I heard about that, too.
We'll be back next week for some, if not all of that, and we'll see you then.
Peace.